Hi, all y'all amazing folks on YouTube. Crafty Jenny here, and today I'm going to be doing my second One Piece bounty poster on canvas. I'm going to be doing the cutest reindeer of all time, Tony Chopper. He is the Doctor of the Straw Hats, and he is my favorite character. So I'm going to get the sketch transferred onto the canvas, and then we'll get started. Now I have got the sketch onto the canvas, and I did a little kind of testing the colors to see what I would like, and I kind of like how this came out. I still have to figure out a color for his fur, but we'll get to that once I get this done. Now I'm going to be doing the fine lining. I'll do a little bit of it on camera because most of it takes forever. I absolutely love this part. I'm not sure why, but this is one of my favorite parts of any drawing. It kind of gives it that finished look to it, I guess, that I like. I'm not sure. If any of y'all draw, let me know what's your favorite part. Do you like the sketching, the fine lining, the coloring? What part do you like the best? This is my favorite. I would really think this is my favorite, the fine lining. And I really do like the coloring also, but fine lining is a little bit more special to me than anything else. I didn't exactly get this side as kind of squarish, I guess you would say, as I wanted to, so I'm going to try to fix that in the fine lining. If I don't, it's okay. It's not going to absolutely break the picture if I don't get it fixed right, but I would like to have it a little better than what the sketch looked. So I'm going to do his antlers here on camera, and then I'm going to finish all the fine lining, and then I will be right back to do the coloring. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet. I may stick with the alcohol markers, or I may do like a mix again. Some with alcohol markers, some with my ink, some with my paint pens. Not sure yet. We'll find out though. I have finally, after over a day of trying to figure out what I wanted to use, what materials I wanted to use to paint him, I finally came up with a plan. Because I've got my colors mixed. What I'm doing is I'm using a mixture of the acrylic inks and the Dollar Tree watercolors, because they really did work very well. For the acrylic inks, I'm going to be using for Chopper's nose and the reddest part of his hat. The rest is going to be the watercolors that I've mixed up. I've mixed up a dark brown for his antlers, a light brown for his fur, a orange for the brim, I guess you would say the brim of the hat, a light blue for the biggest, roundest part of the hat. So that's what I've got mixed up. I'm probably going to use the dark brown for like the shady parts or the under the ear. And then I'm going to be using my water pens, my water brushes, to do the painting. So let's get started. I am thinking about, it's going to take a while. I'm going to have to let certain parts completely dry before doing others. So I'm trying to think of what I want to do first. And I'm probably going to go ahead and get his nose out of the way. Use this dark blue ink. He has the cutest little nose. There we go. His little nose is done. I want to get what I can done first. Okay, let's see. Now I think, yeah, that antlers. Let's go in with the antlers. And I want to use a bigger water brush. That way it doesn't take as long if I was to use the small one that I used on the nose. I would be here for an hour trying to paint in his antlers. And like I said when I did the Zorro video, if you haven't seen One Piece, you really should try. Give it a try at least. It's just amazing. It's awesome. And it can be a little intimidating to try and get into because of how long of a series it is. It has been... The manga is 23 years old this year. Yeah. Yep. Since 1997. But it's just incredible. I was a little late getting into it. Definitely not since 1997. But it's incredible. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to go ahead and get both of his antlers painted. And when I get those done, I'll be back to do my next step. Okay, now that I've got the antlers done and the shady part underneath his little cute ears, it is, let me think, yeah, I will go ahead and do the reddish part of his hat, which is this section here. If you guys don't know, Chopper is a very, very important member of the One Piece crew, pirate crew. He is the doctor. He keeps the other crew members alive. He's just awesome. He really is. He is one of my favorite of the whole show. If not my favorite. I haven't quite made up my mind yet, but he's definitely one of my favorites. He's just awesome. So I'm going to get this part done. And then I will have to let all this dry. And then we'll come back and get the blue and the fur done. Now that these two colors are mostly dry, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the light blue of the hat. And I would suggest, even if you've never really enjoyed painting or drawing or anything like that, just paint something, anything. Go to the Dollar Tree, grab you a pack of the watercolor paints, grab you a little dollar canvas, and just have fun. Paint a flower, do an abstract painting, just anything, and just see how it makes you feel. It kind of is a little bit stress relieving, for me at least, and for a lot of people that I've talked to. It can definitely be stress relieving. I've got a lot going on right now. Health-wise, a bunch of different ways. I've got a lot going on right now that's just very stressful, and this really does do a lot to kind of ease that stress a little for me, and I absolutely love it. Even with what our world is going through right now with the COVID and the stress we have from that, it's enough to drive you crazy sometimes. So just give it a try. Oop! I knocked it over. Sorry. Apparently it wanted a close-up of Chopper. But I'm going to finish up this blue. I'm probably going to have to do 2 coats of it because it seems a little less I can't talk. My English went out the door. It seems a little transparent, so I'll more than likely have to do 2 coats, but I'm going to get that done and then we'll come back and work on his cute little face. Now that the first coat of blue is down and drying, I'm going to go ahead and work on his face a little and his little ears. Hopefully the blue will be the only color that I have to do 2 coats on. I know that I'm going to have to go back and redo some of the fine lining, especially in the antlers. Because you can't see the lines in the antlers, separate the antlers anymore. So I know that I'm going to have to do that. Hopefully that's the only fine line that I'll have to go back and redo. If not, it's okay. I can redo it all if I have to, but hopefully I only have to do 2 coats on the blue. And these last 2 colors will go pretty good. So far, this light brown is doing pretty good. Okay. As soon as his face is done, I'll come back to do the little orange. Now that his face is done, it's time to do the little orange brim on his hat. I swear, when Akira Oda came up with his character, he came up with the cutest thing ever. It's just amazing how that man can come up with so many characters, so different, and with so many different backstories and so many different just wants and needs, and just, it's amazing. It's the story of One Piece is just, it's not just about, it's not just about the main pirates. It's about, everyone. It's about how he can just build a story, and even the smallest characters has so much put into them. So, their backstories, what they want in the future, it's just amazing. Okay, I'm going to let all this dry, and then we'll see if we need a second coat on the blue. I'm pretty sure we will. But we'll see, and then we will finish it up. We'll have to do our fine line again on the antlers, which I may go ahead and do off camera because I don't think y'all want to see all that. And then we have to do the wanted and the Tony Chopper. Well, just Chopper. I'm just going to put Chopper. And then his pitiful 100 berry bounty. Here it is, all done. I love how it came out. I lost a little bit of footage of the wanted and dead or alive in his name, but I still love how it came out, and I wanted to show y'all. If you like this, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment on what you want me to do next and who you want to see next on the bounty pictures.